Hello, future chemists. Welcome to an exciting session on aldehydes and ketones for G Advanced. Today, we are diving deep into oxidation, a fundamental reaction that transforms these carbonyl compounds. From simple tests to complex industrial processes, we'll explore how these molecules change. Get ready for a four-level journey, from easy basics to the hardest competitive insights. Ready to discover how aldehydes and ketones behave differently when they meet an oxidant? Let's start with the basics of their oxidation reactions. In organic chemistry, oxidation often means adding oxygen, removing hydrogen, or increasing a carbon's oxidation state. For our aldehyde and ketone friends, this is about adding an oxygen to the carbonyl carbon or breaking bonds. Aldehydes, with their unique hydrogen on the carbonyl, are easily oxidized to carboxylic acids. Think of them as eager electron donors, making them strong reducing agents. We use mild reagents like Tollens reagent, which gives a silver mirror when an aldehyde is present, or Fehling's solution, which turns into a red precipitate. These are classic tests to spot an aldehyde in a crowd. Now, ketones are a different story. They lack that special hydrogen on the carbonyl carbon, making them quite resistant to mild oxidation. They're not easily giving up electrons. To oxidize a ketone, you need vigorous conditions, like strong heat and powerful oxidizers. This usually means breaking carbon-carbon bonds adjacent to the carbonyl group, leading to smaller carboxylic acids. For example, propanone won't react with Tollens or Fehling's. So, the ease of oxidation is a crucial way to tell an aldehyde from a ketone. Aldehydes are the reducers, ketones, not so much, under gentle conditions. Time to test your understanding of the basics. Here are 3 practice questions. Try to recall the key differences in oxidation between aldehydes and ketones and the common mild reagents used. Pause the video, solve them, and then check your answers. Now that we've covered the basics, let's delve deeper into the specific reagents and conditions that govern the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes aren't just sensitive to mild oxidants, they can also be oxidized by stronger agents like potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate, or even nitric acid. These reactions also yield carboxylic acids, but they're less selective. For instance, benzaldehyde readily converts to benzoic acid. Ketones, as we know, need a tougher approach. Under vigorous conditions, like hot, concentrated KMNO, their carbon-carbon bonds break, leading to a mixture of smaller carboxylic acids. This C-to-C bond cleavage is a key feature of ketone oxidation. The cleavage of unsymmetrical ketones follows what's known as Popoff's rule, which suggests the carbonyl group prefers to stay with the smaller alkyl group. However, it's a general guideline, and you often get a mix of products. For example, oxidizing butane to -1 can yield both ethanoic and propanoic acids. Then there's the fascinating Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, where ketones are transformed into esters or cyclic ketones into lactones using peroxy acids. This reaction involves the insertion of an oxygen atom, and a key factor is the migratory aptitude of the groups attached to the carbonyl, determining which group shifts. The migratory aptitude in Baeyer-Villiger is crucial. It dictates which alkyl group moves to the oxygen atom. Generally, hydrogen migrates most easily, followed by tertiary alkyl groups, then secondary, phenyl, primary, and finally methyl. This preference is based on the group's ability to stabilize a positive charge during migration. Understanding this helps predict the product of an unsymmetrical ketone's oxidation. Finally, remember that choosing the right oxidizing agent is vital in synthesis to get the desired product. Sometimes, you need mild, selective oxidants to prevent overoxidation of a functional group. Alright, let's put your medium-level knowledge to the test. These 5 questions will challenge your understanding of Popoff's rule, Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, and the different reagents. Take your time, analyze the reactions, and predict the products. Ready to tackle some more complex scenarios? Let's analyze the intricacies of oxidation reactions with greater depth and detail. When it comes to oxidizing aldehydes, the choice of reagent is critical for selectivity. Toluenes and phthalings are diagnostic and mild, ideal for distinguishing aldehydes. Silver oxide is another mild option that oxidizes aldehydes to acids without affecting double bonds, making it valuable in complex syntheses. Strong chromium reagents like Jones reagent are potent, but less selective, oxidizing alcohols and aldehydes alike. Potassium permanganate and dichromate are even stronger, capable of oxidizing many functional groups and even cleaving C bonds. Understanding these differences is key to successful synthesis. Let's dive deeper into ketone oxidation. Popoff's rule is a guideline, but the actual regioselectivity in vigorous oxidation is more nuanced. It's influenced by the stability of intermediates formed during C bond cleavage and steric factors. The reaction often proceeds via an enol intermediate, which is then attacked by the oxidant. For unsymmetrical ketones, this can lead to complex mixtures. Moreover, the Baeyer-Villiger oxidation mechanism is a beautiful example of rearrangement. It involves protonation, nucleophilic attack by the peroxy acid, and then the critical migration step, where the group with higher migratory aptitude shifts, retaining its stereochemistry if chiral. This reaction is a powerful tool for converting ketones to esters and cyclic ketones to lactones. Beyond simple aldehydes and ketones, alpha-hydroxycarbonyl compounds offer another interesting oxidation pathway. Periodic acid, or HIO, is a highly specific reagent that cleaves C bonds between carbons bearing hydroxyl groups or an alpha-hydroxy and a carbonyl group. This reaction, known as the Malaprade reaction, is incredibly useful for breaking down and analyzing the structure of complex organic molecules such as carbohydrates or their derivatives. It helps us determine chain lengths and functional group arrangements by producing smaller, identifiable fragments. This level of specificity is crucial in advanced organic chemistry. Now, let's challenge your analytical skills with these 7 hard-level questions. You'll need to consider reagent selectivity, migratory aptitudes, and mechanistic details to arrive at the correct answers. Good luck! Welcome to the hardest level. Here, we'll push the boundaries of your knowledge, exploring advanced reagents, intricate mechanisms, and the industrial significance of oxidation, preparing you for the toughest advanced questions. At the competitive level, choosing the right oxidant is less about what oxidize and more about what oxidize selectively. Desmartin periodinane, or DMP, is a modern hero in organic synthesis. It's incredibly mild and selective, oxidizing alcohols to aldehydes or ketones without touching other sensitive groups. Imagine preserving a double bond while oxidizing an alcohol. Ruthenium tetroxide, on the other hand, is a powerful, almost indiscriminate oxidant, capable of cleaving even aromatic rings. PCC and PDC are chromium-based reagents that represent early efforts in controlled oxidation, ensuring primary alcohols stop at the aldehyde stage. These reagents highlight the constant evolution in synthetic chemistry to achieve precise transformations. Let's deepen our understanding of the Baeyer-Villiger reaction. The migratory aptitude isn't just an order, it's a reflection of how effectively a group can stabilize the developing positive charge in the transition state. The migrating group moves with its bonding electrons, and if it's chiral, its configuration is remarkably retained. This reaction isn't just academic, it's industrially vital for producing lactones, which are precursors for polymers like nylon 6. Beyond that, oxidative cleavage reactions are cornerstone tools in retrosynthesis. Think of ozonolysis, which, depending on workup, can yield aldehydes, ketones, or even carboxylic acids from alkenes. It's like disassembling a molecule to understand its parts or build a new one. Periodic acid cleavage, or the Malapradé reaction, offers fascinating mechanistic insights into the formation of a cyclic intermediate with HIO, leading to highly specific C to C bond scission. This reaction is a staple in carbohydrate chemistry for structural elucidation. On the industrial front, the oxidation of cyclohexanone to adipic acid, a key ingredient for nylon 6,6, showcases the shift towards greener chemistry. Traditionally done with nitric acid, modern methods employ catalytic air oxidation, reducing toxic byproducts. This move towards catalytic aerobic oxidation, using molecular oxygen with transition metal catalysts, represents a significant leap in sustainability and atom economy, minimizing waste and maximizing efficiency. The concept of atom economy is critical here. It means maximizing the incorporation of reactant atoms into the desired product, reducing waste. Catalytic oxidations, especially those using molecular oxygen, embody this principle perfectly. They are not just efficient but also environmentally benign, producing water as the only byproduct. Even autooxidation, the spontaneous oxidation of aldehydes in air via a radical mechanism, while often undesirable for product spoilage, can be harnessed in specific industrial contexts. Understanding these broader implications, from precise laboratory reagents to large-scale green industrial processes, is what truly sets apart a G Advanced aspirant. It's about seeing the bigger picture of chemical transformations and their impact. You've reached the pinnacle. Here are 5 challenging questions that demand a comprehensive understanding of advanced reagents, mechanisms, and synthetic strategies. Apply everything you've learned about selectivity, migratory aptitudes, and industrial relevance. Good luck, you've got this. And here are the final 5 questions to truly test your mastery of aldehydes and ketones oxidation. These problems combine multiple concepts and require deep analytical thinking. Don't just look for the answer, understand the why behind each step. This is what prepares you for G Advanced. Congratulations on completing this in-depth journey through the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. We've covered everything from basic definitions to advanced industrial applications. To continue your learning and explore more such topics, head over to synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Keep learning, keep growing, and excel in your G Advanced preparation.